Don't worry, I'll have it set up. I know y'all like the mood light. Let me get it on. There we go. That makes it a little better for you. Let me let my generals know that I'm going live. I'm not going to get into it yet. If you're just now watching this video, we are like 15 seconds in, and I'm not going to get into it yet until, like, I know a lot of people like to be alerted that I'm going live. Let me make sure that you guys can even hear me to know that I am here. Yes, I'm here. Hello, hello. Testing 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay. Let me let my generals know that I am live. They're probably going to catch wind of it, but before all that, let me just say good day to you all 5 of you that are in here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this discussion that we're about to get into. If you would do me a favor, if you know of any friends or family or anything like that that you know of that might want to get in on this chat, go ahead, because I think this right here is very, very important, and it's very, very neat. But like, again, I'm letting my generals know that I am getting ready to, well, not getting ready to, that I actually am live. And again, hello to all 4 of you that are in here. So let's see. We got Mr. Walter. How you doing, sir? Dark Truth. Hey, how you doing? And I think that wants to say Captain Unicorn. Oh God, hi, Captain Unicorn. Got it. Anyway, like I said, if y'all know of anybody else that's out there that is listening, or you know anybody else that's a subscriber on my channel and you already got their email and anything like that, and some of you guys exchange phone numbers, let them know that I am live, because a lot of times they don't get the notifications. They do not get the notifications. So with all of that being said, what's going on, my non-lethal general? Hopefully all you guys are doing okay, doing well, whatever. So anyway, with that being said, folks, if you were here last night in my chat, you guys all know that it was shut down. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. It said connection unavailable. Try back later is what happened. But we all know that it was all due to it being censored. My generals has been my general, lethal, non-lethal. Some of you guys on here, Walter, a few of you, Sweet Pepper. Sweet Pepper, did you redo Patreon, or am I confused? I got to ask you that question real quick. But anyway, everybody else has been a part of this channel already know that they've done this before when we get on certain type of subjects. Now, y'all know that I do not pay attention to the news or watch nothing. I just get stuff from work. As I always say, for the ones that may be new in here, I get stuff from work. People tell me certain things and they show me certain clips. Well, it just so happened that after our nice, wonderful, awesome chat we had last night, which I'm going to bring up some more titles after this, but I'm going to keep it here at this subject right here. Once that happened, I get ready to go settle down, do my nightly routines I do before going to bed. And lo and behold, I was hit with a message saying Trump did something called executive orders on censorship. And what I'm getting ready to do is read that off. Okay. So for those of you that are in here, I'm going to read off. This is on the White House. Executive order on preventing online censorship by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1. Free speech is the bedrock of American democracy. Our founding fathers protected this sacred right with the First Amendment to the Constitution. The freedom to express and debate ideas is the foundation for all of our rights as a free people. I'm being educated here because I know all this. In a country that has long cherished the freedom of expression, we cannot allow a limited number of online platforms to handpick the speech that Americans may access and convey on the internet. This practice is fundamentally un-American and anti-democratic. The large, powerful social media companies censor opinions which they disagree with. They exercise a dangerous power. They cease functioning as a passive bulletin boards and ought to be viewed as treated as content creators. Y'all already know. You already know. Yeah, he said I'm about to get hit again. I probably am, but anyway, I'll continue it on. But anyway, it says The growth of online platforms in recent years raises important questions about applying the ideas that First Amendment and modern communications technology. Today, many Americans follow the news, stay in touch with friends and family, share their views on current events through social media and online platforms. As a result, these platforms function in many ways as a 21st century equivalent of the public square. I agree. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube wield immense, if not unprecedented, power to shape the interpretation of public events, to censor, delete, or disappear information and control what people see and do not see. As president, I have made clear my commitment to free and open debate on the internet. Such debate is just as important online as it is in our universities, our town halls, and our homes. It is essential to sustaining our democracy. Online platforms are engaging in selective censorship that is harming our national discourse. Tens of thousands of Americans have reported among the troubling behaviors online platforms flagging content as inappropriate. Did I not say that last night? I said that last night. Y'all didn't even notice until after I ever got off. I just got that last. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on reading this. Tens of thousands of Americans have reported, among other troubling behaviors, online platforms flagging content as inappropriate, even though it does not violate any stated terms of service. I'm sorry, I got to go into this. Last night, if you were here right now, I got a video on my channel. If you go to my channel, you click on playlist and you click on MRM Live. The last video I did last night said they shut me down for discussing this. And as soon as I got back onto that, I started saying, I specifically spoke to YouTube and said, I did not violate no community guidelines. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing explicit or anything like that. So why did that chat get shut down? And people say, well, Ty, there were some weird things going on. So there's a good chance that you probably got turned off because a lot of internet stuff was going on due to all the stuff going on in Minneapolis. Ain't no way. No, it's not. This is not the first time it happened on my channel. So anyway, this says, read that again. Tens of thousands of Americans have reported among the troubling behaviors online platforms flagging content as inappropriate, even though it does not violate any stated terms of service, making unannounced and unexplained changes to company policies that have effect disfavoring certain viewpoints, and deleting content and entire accounts with no warning, no rationale, no recourse. Twitter now selectively decides to place a warning label on certain tweets in a manner that clearly reflects political bias. I don't know anything about that. As has been reported, Twitter seems never to have placed such a label on another politician's tweet. As recently as last week, Representative Adam Schiff was continuing to mislead his followers by peddling the long disproved Russian collusion hoax, and Twitter did not flag those tweets. Unsurprisingly, its officer in charge of so-called site integrity has flaunted this political bias on his own tweets. At the same time, online platforms are invoking inconsistent, irrational, and groundless justifications to censor or otherwise restrict American speech here at home. Several online platforms are profiting from and promoting the aggression and disinformation spread of foreign governments like China. One United States company, for example, created a search engine for Chinese Communist Party that would have blacklisted searches for human rights, hid data information from the Chinese Communist Party, tracked users, determined appropriate surveillance. It's established research partnership in China that provide directly benefits to Chinese military. Other companies have accepted advertisement paid for Chinese government. I'm gonna go into something that has something to do with what I'm talking about on here too. They have also amplified China's propaganda abroad, including allowing Chinese government officials. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. As a nation, we must foster. Hold on. I'm gonna make this bigger. Give me a second. As a nation, we must foster and protect diverse viewpoints in today's digital communications environment where all Americans can and should have a voice. We must seek transparency and accountability from online platforms and encourage standards and tools to protect and preserve the integrity and openness of American discourse and freedom of expression. It is the policy of the United States to foster clear ground rules promoting free and open debate on the internet. Prominent among ground rules governing the debate is the immunity from liability created by Section 230C, the Communications Decency Act. It is the policy of the United States that the scope of the immunity should be clarified. The immunity should not extend beyond its text purpose, provide protection for those who purport to provide users forum free of speech, open speech, but in reality use their power over a vital means of communication to engage deceptive or pretextual actions, stifling free and open debate by censoring certain viewpoints. So, with that being said, I'm not going to read everything. I'm probably going to get into some more, but I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think? Yeah, so okay, Scott McClellan said, I spent 3 hours last night debating Trump haters that said he's crying because they fact checked him. I explained that this is free speech issue and Twitter was doing selective censorship, not about DJT. D Magan 77 said, I think it's about time. Renman, do you know Tim Pool? Doesn't ring a bell. Mines MRM says Walter. Tip Pool is all right. The short version, he is rescinding the government protection / shields that were in place protecting these platforms' rights to filter content. Hey, I'm serious. Y'all know the ones that have been with me for a long time, y'all know that there's been a ton of times that we was on this channel and y'all, you start getting the circle of death, the circle of death, the circle of death, the circle of death. I mean, the minute we got to talking about certain things. But even then, when we said things like, y'all know, JP or different folks we talked about on this channel, all of a sudden, I would get that circle of death, or the feed would just stop. That's when I did not know. Walter, what they claim is that they have like these bots that filter out certain kind of words, and when they hear the words, it'll just like flag. I don't know how it works. I really don't. Mary Lau said, I get the circle all the time. I don't care. No, what I'm saying though, Mary, is that I've live streamed before, like for 3 hours straight with no issues. I've live streamed 5 hours before, no issues. Now, there's times where I'm streaming, not even 30, 45 minutes into it, and I start talking about Christ or Jesus and the Holy Spirit or positive things that get people to come together and what we really should do. And all of a sudden, my feed gets shut down. So you should see the stuff they hide that we either let go through or keep hitting. Right. I understand. Yeah, exactly, Lethal. Tammy said, from what I understand, they're acting like editor and not a tech company. There's a difference in the two in the rules that run each. Yeah, I think no matter what, though. I mean, man, Lethal, you guys, y'all remember how many people have jumped lethal and non-lethal? I'm just being real. How many times have we been on this channel and we had trolls come in here and call me the N-word and all that, and YouTube didn't do nothing about that, like, unless y'all, even before y'all became moderators, I was the one sitting up there like, look at this person right here calling me a da 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 da. So you know what I'm saying? So giving you a little bit of a pre-warning too, Bob. We can say, hey, look, you can state your opinion, what you were saying to Bob, but don't jump in there and start like, don't jump in there and just start like dissing somebody by disrespecting them, calling them names and stuff like that, man. Because otherwise, you're gonna get kicked out of the chat. I'm just letting you know. It ain't like I'm like, hey, but I'm just letting you know we don't do that in here. It's all right. You didn't know, so it's cool. Hey man, I seen you on B Tatum's chat last night. I knew you was a good dude. You did? You saw me on Brandon Tatum's chat? What you mean? I'm confused. Lee 3 Eister says, love your reactions. Big love from England. Appreciate that. That's because they want us to fight each other. Yeah, atheist. Yeah. Yep. I'm wondering why all the censorship when we're supposed to have free speech. Mouse, exactly. Exactly. There is 2 MRMs. Yeah. Renaissance man, secret conservative. No, I'm just me. I don't like no labels that get thrown on me at all. I'm not no conservative. I'm not no, what's the other word y'all use? Liberal. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democratic. I just see things through my own eyes as they are. That's all I do. And I call things like it is. That's why a lot of people like the channel, because they know I'm unbiased. I have no side. I just go with whatever's right. If somebody in politics do something that is really great and awesome to help people, I'm going to say something about it. If they say something wrong, I'm going to say something about it. I don't care who it is. So I just give my own personal take on it. So, and some people don't feel that I'm qualified to do it because he doesn't. Oh, please. We ain't going to get into all that. So, where'd she go? Ken Celsius. So, like, it's just like with religion. I'm not a Baptist, a Presbyterian, a Methodist. I'm not any of those things. Whatever Christ them were, that's what I am. So, and you know what? That's what happens when everyone comes in here and shows their butts, and we got to deal with it. Exactly. I'm all for people. That's what I care about. That's exactly. I care about people and people's well-being and all that. And again, like with this whole thing right here, what people would do with this, right? If anybody on here that has a platform like I do, that has YouTube things or whatever like that, if you are somebody on here and you know good and well, you may not, you can be a Democrat, you can be for the Democrats, you can be for the Republicans. It does not matter. When you get on talking about certain matters and certain subjects, anything like that, they censor it. Those 2 doctors of the videos that I put up here that was giving their take on what you should do, they are doctors, well qualified. But YouTube censored their video out. That's crazy. That's not right. I'm sorry. It's not. Our level of consciousness is the biggest divide in our country. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. 777, because if we was ever to get, if people was ever to get together and unite on ideas and what we feel should be, how we want to run our lives and how we feel things should be done, hey, it'd be an unstoppable force, man. It would be an unstoppable force. Maybe it was someone acting as you, but it was your name asking for. Oh yeah. That was me. Surf. Yeah, that was me. I know what you. Oh, when you said last night, I was like, what? No, you're right. That was me. I was getting his attention because a lot of stuff happened. I've had a few emails come from different places, and people kind of, hey, dude, this man right here, and you should, So anyway, yeah, I want to ask him some questions. That would, yeah. I'm implying that you're invoking the typical smear against anyone slightly right of extreme left. Dark Truth, I don't know who you're talking to. I think you might be talking to somebody else. We are an unstoppable force already. Have no fear. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. I look at YouTube like I look at cable. If I don't like the channel, I turn it. Right. Yeah, that's right. Twitter claims to be a platform where everyone should be able to express their opinion. They are exempt from being sued when they censor / block opposing side. But see, what's crazy that I guess you can get on these different platforms, Facebook and things like that. Like I told y'all, it's crazy when you can go on YouTube and you can see people twerking, you can see people fighting, that's violence. You can see people throwing puppies in rivers. You can see girls drinking out of a poop cup. You can do all that stuff on there. But when you actually talk about real things, the real real issues that human beings deal with, and then we all are in this chat trying to come together saying this is how we can fix it, or even me just coming up with the idea that if things are starting to open up a little bit, I would like to actually go and ask, can I rent a office, not an office space, if I can rent a center and get the word out around the surrounding cities, whatever like that, to come here so we all can discuss certain matters that deal with hidden human issues. All of a sudden it gets shut down or censored. That's crazy. Oh, Dark Truth, I figured that. So anyway, I'm going to be, I just wanted to let you guys know that for the ones that's going to try to come out, I knew you were a Trump supporter. No. I'm a supporter of truth. I'm a supporter of right. I don't care which side is on. I don't care if if Joe Biden was the one that brought out this order for these platforms to stop censoring folks, I will be praising Joe Biden for doing that. But it wasn't Joe Biden, unfortunately. So I'm just saying, I'm just putting, like it says, we say this thing amongst church, give honor where honor is due. So I think that's an awesome thing, man, because it is freedom of speech. How can you sit there and tell me what I can and what I cannot say? Do you agree with Twitter marking tweets as inciting violence or non-factual? Educate yourself. Clem, I got a Twitter, but all I do is post things telling people that I'm getting ready to do a video. I don't know what they even do. Kenny J said modern Renaissance man 2024. Don't you got to be at least like 40 or something like that to be a president? I think no. Somebody told me I should run with Candace Owens. I was like, what? I can't, because I would have to choose a side, wouldn't I? And then I said last night, no, I wouldn't want to call myself. What political party are you? Well, I'm not a political party. I'm just Renaissance. You're gonna have Republican, Renaissance, and Democrats, I guess. So Trump is a liar. That's all he does. That's a fact. Well, Loveland, you just can't throw nothing out there like that. You said that's a fact, but you provide no facts. You see what I'm saying? Somebody can say modern Renaissance man is a liar. Well, what did I lie about? You gotta tell me what I lied about. And if you send me a video, like I've done with everybody else that sent me a video, they sent me a video of what Trump did and what Trump said. And when I come back and tell them this is what I'm hearing and this is what I'm seeing and this is the result of that, then they get mad at me. Just like last night when I sat there and said, if somebody told me, Ty, the sky is blue, well, I'm gonna get out there and go see if the sky is blue for myself. But do not get mad at me because I'm actually going to find out for myself. That's all it is. Don't tell me that he's a butt. I don't look how Trump conduct himself, what he did in the past with women and all that stuff like that. I really don't care because that was then. Just that was then. But what he's doing right now, or even what the Democrats are doing right now, whatever y'all call them, the Republicans, whatever all these people are doing right now, and if it's having an effect on the people that I go and personally visit and see and talk to, and the shelters and the homeless places, and then on my job, veterans, people that I mentor, members of the church, when I go and talk to them, that's where I get a lot of information from, because I'm helping individuals on ground zero. That's where I'm at right now. So if somebody comes in and do something that's really, really great and really good, that's what I'm going to say. But what you cannot do, like if he's like right now, by Joe Biden saying, but we know it's video of Joe Biden flat out saying, if you something, y'all all know that you ain't black. Y'all all saw that. But when people tell me Donald Trump is a racist, I'm trying to figure out how, when I got a lot of people sending me videos showing that they didn't show it. I'm just telling y'all, they showed me videos of all these black people at the White House talking with Trump, laughing with Trump, doing all these different things. And then, like I said before, we had a president that came out of this, one of the cities that I grew up in until we moved, which is Chicago. And I'm telling you, I can't think of one thing that Barack Obama did. Okay, see again, Love Lane. Look, I think Love Lane, your message is going to keep on getting they're going to keep on getting like hell for review, man, because what you keep doing, Love Lane, you just flaming stuff off, and that doesn't work in here. And you know what? It doesn't, and if you feel that way, that's fine. But if you was to give me something to tell me why you feel the way that you do, I got it. But just to sit there and say because guys, now y'all know last night, y'all know this, I'm unbiased. When people were sitting there flaming off at me, telling me that Joe Biden has dementia, he's losing his brain. A whole bunch of people saying Joe Biden got dementia. So I really asked if he did, and if he didn't have it, I was like, man, that's terrible. So I'm not one like, oh, he got dementia. Well, good. No, I'm not. That's no. I care for everybody, every individual. I don't care which side they on, man. I really don't. If he really does have dementia, that's really terrible. But if you just slandering him by saying that to make it feel like he's incompetent and his brain is I don't want to hear none of that. I don't, not me. I'm not the one. That's why y'all people making jokes saying, man, you should go run for office somewhere, do something like that. I'm like, no, because I'm not the person that's going to find out dirt on somebody and try to bash them down. I'll sit there and say, may the best man win. And if you can outdo me on what I can bring to people, then let the best man win. But I mean, I don't know what you're going to go and dig up on me. Well, Ty was once in middle school and he was making fun of a Jehovah's Witness. I mean, you ain't going to find a number. You're not going to find a record. You're not going to find a ticket. You're not going to find me having no incidents with no police or anything like that. You're not going to find nothing on me. And I mean, what can you say about me? And the thing is, if you do say that about me, I'm just going to nod my head and say, okay, I've never seen anybody do that. I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to tear you down. I'm just going to sit there and say, you do a really great job at doing X, Y, and Z. I just think I can do better. That's all I'm saying. But I don't hate you. I don't see what I'm saying. But people ain't going to want that, though. That's too positive. You want me to say something bad about the person and bash them. So Lethal said, no, Lethal. They talking about like local stuff, like the city council board or anything like that. So we're not talking about president. We just I'm talking about local stuff, y'all, like the city council stuff to do with your city council stuff to do with, your town to make a difference in it, whatever like that. Right. So, that's all I'm saying, folks, is again, this whole title of this video was the executive order that Donald Trump gave to keep them from censoring stuff that they want to censor. And what's cool though is that what I do, I save my videos, and the ones that's been censored, I can easily send. If they ask me, hey, what video did they censor? I will send it to them. But like, this is the video that they censored right here. Okay, Bugs Bunny for mayor. Oh my God. I know I meant for press because Non and I can't run Secret Service MRM. Can you see Lethal and I trying to protect you? Yes, I can. All y'all got to do is point and pull the trigger. Yeah, no, MRM, your views are better than that. Like last night. Yeah, I hear you. Walter, yep. The most important election in America will participate in is the local school board. They control your children for 12 years. Not mine. I hear you, Wendy. I know what you're getting at, though. I do what you're saying. But that's why I teach my sons to think for themselves. I even have them, don't believe what I say. Go and look it up and see it for yourself. That way you will have the revelation and the knowledge put upon you yourself. Just run for governor, Lethal. I think your chances of winning might be fairly good right now. Executive order sounds a lot like monarchist approach to things. Well, Chemo, it all depends. Chemo Maki, Hawaiian. That all depends on what you're saying. You said that's like monarchist approach to things. Well, no, because they censor our. They like, look, think about this. If it took me, 40 minutes to make a video, I had to edit it. I had to sit there and make sure my lighting was good. I had to sit there and add my music clip to it. And I had to sit there and get all my studying together, my paperwork together, get my writing together. And I sit up there and I present something to you. And YouTube decided because of a few things that I said to pull my whole video down. That's wrong, man. I mean, I'm sorry. It's wrong. Especially if you're not doing nothing. Especially if you haven't. There is nothing I've done on this channel that did anything to harm anyone in any kind of way. There's none that I've done on this channel to actually tear a person down, to You know what I'm trying to say? It's nothing that I've done on there. So I mean, I'm glad that he actually is like putting a hammer on that because it's messed up. They've done it to so many people. I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about other platforms, whatever. Like that. I know about people talking about things they try to put on Facebook. They took it right down. It's wrong, man. That's not freedom of speech. And that's supposed to be America. Oh my God, Scott. And then if something was like that to happen, y'all can sit there and say, well, we knew Ty before he became, and he is not that guy. No. I came in late. Can you paraphrase your thoughts on the social media executive order? Kenny J, I think it is an awesome thing that's happening because it is not allowing free speech. Okay, too, Bob, let me see what you said here. I hate when people talk about the black community. It seems to say black people cannot think for themselves. Too, Bob, that's what a lot of things is insinuating, though. That's what a lot of things are making it seem like. That's why that's what I'm saying. Dude, it's so crazy that if I don't go along with what everybody else is doing, my own people get mad at me. I mean, I know what you're trying to say. Again, Anthony L. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, you said I will be right there criticizing the Democrats as soon as we drain government of Republican greed and ignorance. I see what you're saying. You don't have to hurt them. Just put them on a desert. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. You crazy. That's exactly why critical thinking is excessively rare these days, John. And what's crazy is that it's crazy, man, because it's almost scary that folks don't even know that they are like in this one train mindset. And if you say anything other than what that mindset has been, all of a sudden, I mean, they come at you with anger. They come at you with straight anger. I was talking today with some people at work, and we were talking, and I said, you know what? It's pretty messed up because as look what y'all seriously. I'm now everybody, y'all know how I am, but I'm just gonna flat out tell you this. Look how much pressure as a black man you're gonna come in here with. You already got the stigma, that you know good. You leave your children behind, deadbeat dads, and all the black women. A lot of black women. I'm just being real. A lot of black women said there ain't no good black men out there. More black women go to college and graduate and do all these things more than what black men do. So all this pressure's on your shoulders already. You're already seeing how they trying to make this thing on the news and all this stuff that we are being targeted, which we're not. But I'm just saying all that pressure on your shoulder before you even reach the age of 18, before you even 18 years old, you got all that stuff going on you. You already have all that, which already is a ton of weight to be carrying. Now, flip that around and you think for yourself like I do, and now you got black people against you. So you almost like there ain't no, so no. But the thing is, I'm good. It does not matter. I don't care. My own race can hate me all they want to because it all comes down to it. My race is not going to be standing before the judgment throne with me. It's going to be me. God going to be like, I understand what they all was trying to get you to do, Ty, but what did I want you to do? Oh, I understand what they was trying to get you. I understand how they was trying to get you to think, Ty, but what did I tell you? That's what I said. I had a little example that I gave my sons. I said the reason why my son when they were little, I would tell one of my sons, my oldest son, I would say, if he hits you, you come and tell me. But if you hit him back, both of y'all getting a whooping. You know what I'm saying? So the point of the principle behind it is the reason why both of them would get a whooping because for one, the other one hit him when he wasn't supposed to. And two, my son did not listen to me when I told him, you better not hit him back. You better come and tell me because I can do worse than him than what you can. So that's my point. When it comes down to this, it doesn't matter. It's all about pleasing him. I don't care if my people don't like me or they just think I'm a sellout. I do not care. I don't care if white people don't like me. If you're racist, I don't care. I don't care if people that don't believe in God think I'm stupid and lost my mind and say it's all a bunch of bliss and fairy tales. I don't care. I'm not doing this to live. I'm not doing this to please you. I'm doing it to please him. Plain and simple. So that's what I'm saying. What it all comes down to is I'm teaching my sons it's going to come down to individuality because the one who you live for, that's who you got to need to be worried about. I'm not worried about whether my race. I know they're gonna come against me. I know they've done it before. They keep on doing. They get mad at me because I'm trying to teach them to think, and they think I'm just being a sellout. No, I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to get you out of this crazy stuck mindset that you in, that you don't even realize you are not even thinking for yourself. Do you even know how to think? So okay, let me see what some of y'all said. Atheist in Alabama said, I may be an atheist, but my value align with Christian values. Hey, go right, atheist. Why, you know what? Here's what I talk. I got a lot of people that I've talked to that are atheists. Atheists, what people get, you guys get a really bad rap because folks instantly get mad at y'all because y'all say that y'all atheists. I don't, because I never went around claiming that I was an atheist, but I didn't believe until I had an experience. So, I mean, I was in the same boat, and I don't expect you to even try to believe atheists. That's why I don't push this on you. It will come a time that you may have something going on. You may have a desire in your heart to really want to seek something out and have the truth actually revealed to you. And God can actually give you the same experience that he gave me. And once that happens, you will be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. You will be without a shadow of a doubt. I don't care anybody. I mean, why wouldn't you believe it? Why would you believe in God if you never actually had a real experience with him? Why would you? That's what I love about this. That's what I'm saying. Atheists, keep doing what you're doing. Keep being who you are being. And when it is appointed for you to have that experience with him, it will happen. That's what I tell people. But other than that, keep living your life. Keep being the good person that you are. Keep doing the things that you always done. And do not feel bad that when people try to pressure you into becoming a Christian or anything like that, that you tell them no and you turn them down, that you have questions about it. There's nothing wrong with that. They should not get mad at you for that at all. Okay, let me see. Kenny J said nobody ever talks about how American Indians get done wrong, and it's still happening today. Yeah, Kenny, I know. See, it's all about who they want. It's all about, look, it's just like those things I told y'all. It's all about what they want to get you to focus on. That's all it is. I wish we can start our own independent, man. I need to start a whole company, Modern Renaissance Man Tube, Modern Renaissance Man Media, Modern Renaissance Man. I mean, just, I wish I had the funds to do. I should go actually. No, let me quit. Y'all gonna get mad. I should go in there and try to go to the amongst the governments and ask them for a loan for me to start my own streaming service and my own my own other stuff that I can do. That way it'd be completely unbiased. OEF says having your own opinion makes you public enemy number one if it's different from everyone else's. Oh, I know. And here's the thing, OEF, I think what makes it dangerous too is that I don't care. Y'all, when I tell y'all I don't care, if my family, if my family decides to turn against me, I got to do what's right. I'm not going to do I have to do what's right. Because like I said, in the end, my family's not going to be there when I'm standing before that throne. So, I'm sorry. Most of the folks I agree with are from my black brother, says Walter. It's just good to find places where people can talk and agree and disagree peacefully and respectfully. That's it. And once we do disagree on something, all we know is since we are never going to come to an agreement on a particular matter, let's move on from that. We don't even got to talk about it no more because we know that if we do come together, I'm not going to be able to get you to see it like I do, and you're not going to be able to get me to see it like you do. And now that we know that, we just won't talk about that particular matter again. Now we can move on to another matter. You know what I'm saying? But people, I ain't saying nothing to you. You're just you're just a stupid butthead. You're a dumb. Okay, now that's what I'm saying. You're calling me these names all because you're mad that you and I don't see the same thing the same way. I think this is a wonderful cup to drink water out of. I like how pretty it is. I like how it fades from being like this color right here to being clear. You might think that this cup is not a good cup. You like drinking out of a glass or a wine glass. Now, I like drinking out of this. And I also have a Yeti cup that keeps my ice really, really cold for like 40 hours or something like that. I like drinking out of that. You may think that a different cup is way better than my Yeti cup. And I might say, no, it's not. You say, yes, it is. Okay, well, guess what? Since we agree to disagree, me and you won't talk about Yeti cups or cups like this anymore. Now, how's your wife doing? How are the kids? That's how easy it is. That's why I tell people I do not go by what people try to tell me to think. When people say you can't discuss these matters, you can't discuss these issues, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that, I'm like, yes, we can. Why not? Now, again, let me clarify something. On this channel, the only reason why I don't talk politics is because I'm not all the way educated in politics. The reason why, for those of you that had the question, says, why don't you vote, MRM? It is your responsibility. It is your right. No, it's not my responsibility. It is my right. My responsibility is taking care of my wife and my kids, number one. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's my right to vote. And here's the answer to the question. The reason why I do not vote is because I have not been educated on why I would be voting, what voting all entails. I want to go back and know. I'm learning the history when voting started. Why I have to be educated on what I'm going to do before I do it. It's like with anything, I don't go and put my hands on anything and do anything until I learn of it and I know what I'm doing. And once I come to the conclusion of what I'm doing, then I might go and do something. So you're talking 38 years old in my life right now. I've never voted. But if it wasn't for me starting this channel, I never would have even been inclined to even do it. I would have just still been living my life, doing what I'm doing, still been pleased, still been happy. Whoever is the president, whoever ain't the president, it did not stop me from advancing my life. It did not stop. Look, you guys all sit there and say things about me right now, how y'all like me, how I got my head on straight, how I'm level-headed, I'm unbiased, da-da-da-da-da. I didn't get this way by no politicians. So I'm saying, whether I vote or whether I don't vote, I'm still going to be who I am right now, period. So with that being said, I've been doing some researching. I've been doing some reading. That's why y'all notice that my pattern of how I do my things on my channel have changed a little bit. I've been doing some reading. I've been doing some research, and I've been doing some study, and I'm going way back in time and going to bring it all the way up to this time before I make any moves like that. But otherwise, right now, as of right now, I have no plans on doing no voting. So, but if I do come to the conclusion, I do get myself up to speed of what, guys, look, I'm not kidding y'all. Y'all might be like, dude, what? I'm learning what the judicial branch is, the executive branch is. I'm learning how Democrats started and all that, which is really scary anyway. And Republicans started. I'm learning about who really freed the slaves and what party freed the slaves. So it's gonna be y'all fault once I come. once I learn all this stuff that I'm learning right now, and I'm already highlighting this, and I'm, oh my God, you got to be kidding? How come I didn't know this? They didn't tell us this part in school. Whoa, in the world. Christopher Columbus was a savage. You got to be. I thought he made Thanksgiving happen with the peer. I mean, I'm learning so much stuff. But once I do learn this stuff and I come to the conclusion and I come out and tell y'all, hey guys, guess what I learned in school today? I'm just gonna tell you what I learned. That's all I'm gonna do. And when if you agree, if you disagree with what I'm saying, I'm gonna say, look, I'm telling you this because it's right here in the book. That's all I can tell you. You know, I mean, all I can tell you is that it says it, you know what I'm saying? I can say it's highlighted right here. So I'm not the one that wrote the book. They're the ones that said that the Republicans were responsible for their freedom. I didn't know that. And a lot of my black brothers and sisters didn't know that. And now they're hearing it from me, and I'm telling them this, and it's right in the book. Wait a minute. So then why would exactly? That's all I'm saying. But why wasn't it emphasized in school? I'm calling out Chicago public schools and some, not all of them, some Chicago public schools, Decatur public schools. I'm calling them out. Like, why wasn't this stuff told to us in school? Why wasn't it emphasized? You call it social studies, but why wasn't this stuff emphasized, telling us the truth of what happened? Christopher Columbus did not come to America and had this nice old thing meeting the Indians, and they taught him how to plant corn, and they taught him all this, and dude was a complete savage. He didn't accidentally land on America because the dude is a well-known freaking navigator. So all of a sudden you get lost. I don't want to hear none of that. But guess what? I was taught that, and I just roll with it. And that's why they emphasize all over again. You keep on getting tested. Who's Christopher Columbus? He discovered America. What did he do when he came over here? He got with the Indians, and they became peaceful, and they had Thanksgiving. Now let's make some turkeys with our hands, and let's make some pilgrim hats. You guys be the pilgrims, we're going to be the Indians, and we're going to sit down and have a peaceful dinner. You read the real thing, you like, what the heck? Christopher Columbus was killing the Indians' babies. Like, the dude was he was ripping the kids' arms off and feeding them to his bull masters. What the heck? So now, when stuff like that happens, it makes me question every single thing I've ever been taught about anything that I've been taught in America. So by doing so, I gotta go down this line of all this stuff I've ever learned and never been told. And you look at my camera messing up. Okay, I'm being censored probably right now. All this stuff I'm ever been told. Now I gotta go and figure all this stuff out and say, wait a minute, time out, time out, time out. Why would they lie to us like that? I told my sons them growing up when it was coming up when my sons were coming up and they said, Dad, we learned about Christopher Columbus. I told my sons the truth. This is what he did. No, he didn't, Dad, because in school they told us. I said, son, I will go to your school and I will talk to your teacher. But we don't really want to start. No, don't tell. But then don't teach my sons about Christopher Columbus. If you're not going to tell my sons the truth, don't teach them about Christopher. Let them skip that. No, I don't care. No, they don't have to make a hat. They don't have to make a turkey hand. I don't care. We'll make them at home. So no. But don't sit there and lie to my kids. When I went to college and I got into world history and all this stuff started just, oh my God, you got to be freaking kidding me. How can to be quite honest with you guys, I don't even know how we are even still calling it. Now, I guess we can call you. I don't know how we even can still call it America. I don't even know how or why we can even call the people Indians when I want to know what did the Indians call themselves before they got labeled Indians. Same thing. I'm not going to go along with it and you call me an African American and I'm not from Africa. So I'm saying, this is I don't understand why we just can't. I don't understand why the truth just can't be told. And if these lies are being told in school to our children, then they make them test over it. And as they go to the next grade, they test over it. They go to the next grade, they test over it. They everybody just roll with it. I can go ask them. I can go ask people that I grew up with. Hey man, who was Christopher Columbus? Oh yeah, he discovered America. And you're like, well, how did he discover America when people were already there? Hey man, that's some deep stuff right there, yo. That's deep, man. Hey, bro, why'd you start thinking about that? I'm just saying, if the Indians were already here, how did he discover it? I just want to know how. So that's what I'm saying. Don't give me that. It's like, no, he accidentally landed here. I'm trying to figure out how the man who found out that the earth was round, I want to know how all of a sudden he got, it wasn't him. I'm sorry. If he was a well-known navigator of the ocean's waters, when they did all this stuff based off of the stars and all that, I'm trying to figure out how did he. Yeah, we accidentally land here, so let's divide and conquer. Nope. But I think now that they got the label Native Americans. So my wife's family, them are descendants of what they call Blackfoot Indians. So they're not even Indians. That's just the label that they were given to them. But the thing is that I'll be wanting to know, like if my wife's great grandfather was still alive, I would want to know what did they call themselves, not what were you labeled. That's what I'm saying. See, guys, this stuff goes so deep, man. It goes deep into the point of like how you say things like in the Bible. Or no, I'm sorry. When you say things like, what type of Christian are you? Are you a Baptist, a Methodist? See what I'm saying? No, don't label me. If you label me, that means you're going to put me in the category. You put me in the category, that means you're going to think I'm of a certain way of thinking. Don't do any of that to me. No, don't do that to me. So even then, no, don't call me African American. Don't call me Jamaican American. Don't call me Jamaican. I'm Thai is what I am. I got my own mind, my own thoughts. And it's the same thing I want to be. But the thing is, the Native Americans that were here I don't even know if they even called it America. You know what I'm trying to say? What the Indian that I hate to say that the original people that were here in what we call the United States of America today, what did those people call the land? Richard said Columbus thought he was in India, so he called the native people Indians. I don't believe that. He know good and well the people in India did not look like the people over in where he said he landed. I just got a hard time believing that. I'm sorry. There's no way. I'm not going to sit there and go to a country I ain't never been to before and be like, well, even though I thought I was going to Australia, I ended up in China. So I'm going to call them Aussies. Knowing good and well, they don't look nothing like what about when he went back and they finally did go to India and he realized those ain't Indians? How come it didn't change? I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. And people hate when I ask questions like that. They found native artifacts that pushed the years back further than they have recorded. So they stopped and closed the project. Wow. They said, LOL, that's a lie. He knew he was in America. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a hard time believing that. Over 20 years back, and they did a cover-up. Columbus was in the Caribbean, not America. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, he's right. So then why are they saying he discovered America then? As a 40-year-old, I've been around pre and post internet. In many ways, it has been the ultimate liberator, but it also has been the enabler of bad behavior. I agree, self illustrated. I agree. But the bad behavior and all that, at least is showing us what's really going on. I mean, you're going to have that regardless, man. You're going to have it. MRM, this is getting them hot about something that everyone needs to brush up on, and it's not all black and white. Yep, you're right, Lethal. But the thing is that what you hope that it would do is draw people to go and figure this stuff out. Go and find it out, y'all. If you go on your individual journey and to find out the truth, I'm not going to go with you. Go on your own, on your individual journey to find out the truth. And then once you tell me that hey, I got to the truth. When me and you come together and we discuss the truth that we both discovered, we should be seeing and saying the same thing. We shouldn't be saying different things. And that's how things can go wrong amongst Christian world. If all of us claiming that we got the truth, I serve the real God. And when you go on your own journey to what you call serving the real God, or your own journey to finding God, when we come back together and we discuss this, we should be saying the same thing. Then all of a sudden, how did you become a Baptist or a Lutheran or a Presbyterian or a Methodist or a Catholic? Or if we all talking about we arrived at the same, see, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Just like people get mad when I tell them in black people over in Africa, they had slaves. Black people get mad when I tell them black people is who sold the slaves to the white people. No, I mean, okay, see, I know it. I know. That's what you get for telling me that I need to know my history and I need to learn. And when I told you, I take, even though people meant it for throwing shots, if it's constructive criticism, you say, dude, you need to learn your freaking history. I'm glad you said that, because I went and did that. Now that I came back, I'm showing you that black Africans sold African slaves to white people. And now, what you gonna say? What? Oh, what? No, you know that's in the book, right? You know that's in history. You know, encyclopedias. You know, you can go look all this stuff up. It's there. And when you go to see, but that's what they get mad. They don't want to go there. They just want to talk about no, because we man, they came and took us from our motherland. Actually, no, you were given. Most of you were given. So. All right, y'all. Look, if you're trying to get me to see something, if you're on a computer, make sure you put at Modern Renaissance Man. And when you put that, I will be able to see exactly what you might be trying to say to me. Okay, Joe said, when you ask an Indian what his people call themselves, 100% of them call themselves the people in their own language, and in their tribes call them according to the tribe's perception. I got you. Tracy Sunny Whitfield said, go and research for yourself. You will learn more than you can imagine. I agree. It's fascinating. It's fascinating and it's mentally liberating. What about, let's see. Okay. Deadwood said research event 201 happened back in November, right before the outbreak. Deadwood, I was already on it. And just to let y'all know, I have watched Out of Shadows about 4 or 5 times. If you have not watched Out of Shadows and you're listening to me right now, you should go and watch it. It's on YouTube. Watch Out of Shadows. Slaves existed through history, every color of people, from Roman, Greek, Persian, China, everywhere. Yes, it has. Yeah, Aaron Todd, that's right. Everyone needs to watch Ted Cruz interview today. Twitter, Iran. Okay, just make sure when you give me a second. Time. Okay. Atheist said you should start a politics channel and let us join you on the journey. Hey, that don't sound like a bad idea. Y'all want me to start about okay, MRM political journey, and y'all gonna be you don't y'all know you guys will know a lot of this stuff. I mean, you just think this is you talking about somebody that's gonna be starting over. Like you talking about starting over from the beginning of how the country was founded and what year was founded in and who was what, who did what, and all that. You guys already probably know this because y'all probably had good school systems. A lot of y'all probably did, and y'all were taught the right way. But unfortunately, in the public schools that I went to, we weren't. But the thing is, I don't know anything about politics, even because what you know what, eighth, that's a good idea, but then you got to actually let things kind of marinate because what ended up happening is that people will want to get into the channel and try to educate me themselves and say, hey, Ty, guess what? George Washington, da, da, da. I'm like, see, I just want to read it myself and search it myself. I don't want nobody telling me because I don't know if they're telling me their opinion. I don't know if they're telling me their view or their perspective. I want to get it from the book itself. So no, but that's a good idea though. The Navajo were called such, but they call themselves the Dinah, and nowadays most of them prefer baptized Navajo. Joe Serrano, you lost me. You laughing? You made a little laughing face, but I don't even know what you're saying right there, man. MRM. The problem with the history is that the winners of the wars wrote it. No. There's other books that people gave accounts of things that they went through. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, but what about the winners of the Civil War? See what I'm saying? I'm saying, that's me. That's my curiosity. Winners are the only ones that write in the history books. So the winners that won the Civil War, was that a good thing or a bad thing? You see what I'm saying? But there's other people that wrote. We just don't know about them. They'll tell you that you got some people from, like when I was in Florida, they told me people got writings of their grandfathers and great grandfathers that fought for the South, and they were patients of mine. They showed me writings that they wrote down and stuff like that. So I mean, now see what I'm saying? We talking about history, but all I think we focus on too much a little. When we talking history, guys, I'm not like everybody else. When I go study history, I don't just look at the major stuff. I look at people that you probably don't even know of because you know in the word history, or it should be her story, is his story. That's his story. So whoever has all the major book printed that goes into the school system, that's their point of view on it. That's their history or his story, or that might be a her story. Now, there's more people that got history books out there that we just don't know about because all the ones that they approve of, they go to the public schools. That's the only ones that a lot of people even read about. But there's tons of accounts of people that gave their account on what went down, what happened, and all that. So okay, Prison Mike said, why would he call them Indians though? Prison Mike, that's just, dude, I'm telling you, it's just dude, if you want my personal opinion from what I've read, that's like a cover up. It's just a simple cover up. It's more to that story than just that. I'm sorry. Like right now, you just can't. Why do you call black people African Americans? Did we ask to be called that? I mean, I was born. You know, the people say things. People say things like, "I was born in the same America that you was." So why am I called African American? And then you go study history, and they talk about all races started in Africa before they started navigating out. Going, that's history right there for real. Born here. Do you talk about people that's from the land of Caucasia or whatever like that? So what I'm saying is that who gave anybody a right to start calling black people African American? What did we call ourselves? Do we even have any say so in what we call ourselves? You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm getting at. Okay, the Deadwood said, which won a lot of vids under that title? The movie? Wait, which won a lot of vids under that title? The movie or the military intelligence? Oh, Deadwood, it's a movie. It's a movie. Wait, Deadwood, if you go on YouTube, let me tell you, Deadwood, I'm gonna tell you right now, because if you go on YouTube and you put in Out of Shadows, okay, Deadwood. Oh wow, they may have taken it down. Hold on. Where is it at? Hold on, Deadwood. I'm gonna find it for you. They may have taken it down, dude. That's crazy. What? Okay, Deadwood, I got you. I found it. Deadwood, here you go. Deadwood, I'm about to put this link right here. This is it right here. It's sad that most humans label each other. We all are God's children. Marcus Burns, exactly. Exactly. Learning the true history together. The Deadwood, yep, I hear you. I'm sorry, y'all. See some of y'all comments. No, Junior, I'm not going to trust everything from Google either because you can put stuff in Google right now today that's not going to be true. I'm just saying Google doesn't have to know. But if you go to somewhere where there's a book where the stuff is recorded and it can't be deterred or it can't put up what it wants you to think it's putting up, but it's okay. Walter says Section 242 of the Title 18 makes it a crime for a person acting under color of the law to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege protected by the Constitution. See, fact stuff, factual stuff. We all had to learn the same way you did. Well, atheists, the thing is, some people are learned and it's only based off of what they were taught in school. So I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing that our public school teachers that I didn't pay attention to none of the crap or the bull crap they try to tell us anyway. You just bored with it and they really trying to make it stick in your head. And if you don't remember what we want you to know, then you're a failure. So I mean, but they passed us on anyway, and thank God the stuff didn't sink in and stay. When you learn the truth of what you were either misled or not even taught about, do you feel more disappointed and angered? Laura, it's more like you feel you feel disappointed, but then you feel kind of like not I don't want to say scared, but like a little like, whoa, I betrayed. That's the word I want to use. There we go, right there. Laura says, when you learn the truth of what you were either misled and not taught about, do you feel disappointed or angered? I just told you what it is. I feel betrayed, is what I feel. Lied to. 100% agree with Trump. If Twitter wants to act like a publisher, then they should be treated like one. Yeah, you don't have no right to sit there and silence nobody and freedom of speech. Learn about Cahokia Mounds in regards to Indians. This is where you can pick a topic, learn on it, and we can speak on it as a group. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Aaron, but I think what's going to end up happening, everybody's going to have so much stuff going on that I'm going to be just like, versus me just getting the stuff myself and learning. But it's cool, though. I mean, I'll tell y'all about it when I get into it, though. Well, I'm already into it. My father used to get so mad when he learned the things they taught us in school. Did what I bet you he did. Brandon Tatum started a quad talk on YouTube. It would be interesting to see you join. Yeah, let him know that, Kenny. Call him up for me. Junior said here, Google. Here from Google, YouTube. What do you mean, Static? Wait, who's in here name calling, Lethal? And remember, the truth is there are those who seek it, just not taught it in school and not announced it on MSN. Oh my God. Ty, have you heard from Google? The title kind of make me think you did. Junior, no. I found out last night, Static. That's what this is about. That the White House. I'm saying the White House because if I say I've been saying the name and I notice if I say a certain name that starts with the letter T, that it starts to kind of My video starts looking weird, like it's been slowed down the minute I say that T word. So the White House has an executive order up on their page stating pretty much that they can't censor free speech, pretty much. What could be covered up by mislabeling them as Indians? I don't get it. Oh no, self-illustrated. I'm trying to say, oh, I landed here and I thought I was in India, but I'm still going to call them Indians. The issue I have with that is, like I said, Christopher Columbus was a world-renowned navigator of the ocean. He wasn't the only one either, right? He was not the first sailor. He was not the only one. Other people have sailed to India and done things like that. So you telling me by them navigating their ways, I don't know if they had their compass or whatever they had, or they just went by the constellations and the stars. You telling me he didn't know where he was going? You gonna sit here and tell me a world-renowned navigator did not know where he was going? You're going to sit here and tell me that this Christopher Columbus, while he was growing up and when he was aspiring to be a navigator, he would hear these other navigators come back and say, I went to a land called India and they had the greatest spices and the this and the that. And what did they look like? Oh, they wore this and they wore that. Da, 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 da. And you tell me when Christopher Columbus became a world-renowned navigator, he think that you tell him he accidentally landed in the Caribbeans or whatever like that. He accidentally landed there. Then, oh, I thought I was in India. Come on now. No. Other people have went up and down from India, from where he was selling from, and pretty much told him that he knew the routes. People had been there before. They brought back, they were doing trading. So I'm almost certain they were bringing back, oh, these clothes right here came from India, and this jewelry came from India. You look, these are the things that they worship, or these are the things that they're into, and da 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 da. And you telling me he accidentally landed there and didn't know what they looked like, or nothing, like he was never taught what they looked like? That's what I'm saying. Those are questions nah. I have a link to the climatologist who testified at Congress. He proved that their data has been adjusted. History is constantly rewritten to fit a narrative, no matter the topic. Especially what's going on now, man. I mean, I'm just telling y'all, I think that's what's gonna make it more dangerous. I think that even though I started doing reaction channels and I'm doing things on here to help people, if it wasn't for you guys and us doing these conversations and talking, I wouldn't be inclined to go and search more truth out. And y'all do know when I go search more truth out, I come and I bring it. And when I bring it, I don't care if people disagree with it. I'm just saying there's no way that you and I gonna search out what an elephant looked like. And when you and I, even though we're going two different places, I might go to the zoo, you might go to Africa. But when you tell me that you've seen an elephant and I tell you I've seen an elephant, we should be describing the same exact thing. We shouldn't be sitting there saying, oh, it had a mane around its neck, it had sharp teeth, and it had claws, and it ate zebras. An elephant? What? Dude, what I seen weighed about 15,000 pounds and had a long trunk and had some tusks coming out. And they told you that was an elephant? No, that ain't an elephant, man. The elephant is this big old fat giant thing right there with a trunk. And no, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at when it comes to truth. So when I go on my journey and find this truth out and this stuff that's written, all I'm going to be doing is repeating what I sat there and read. If anybody tell me, no, that's not it. No, yes, it is. Don't even try it. MRM, we are just trying to go along with what black people want. You get to decide what to be called. Like I think Tyler Perry said, it ain't what you're called, it's what you answer to. But no, I'm just using it as an example. Like, who made it a thing to say that black people are called African Americans? If anything, you just call me what I look like. I'm brown. So I mean, I'm not even black. I'm brown. Now, I do got some family members that are black. For real. Seriously. You say giveaway 4 or 5 times in a row, and your viewer count would jump by 100 or more. What? Deadwood, what are you talking about? Thumb screws and turbocharge. Oh my God. Dad was said, my father was a master electrician for 27 years in school. I answered a question with the data taught me. The teacher made a joke for me and my answer. After the class, she said I was dead wrong, and the person who taught it to me was a fool. Third grade, I pushed the books off the table and never picked them up again. Wow. Dude, Christopher Columbus back then thought that the world was flat. I thought it was opposite around, Junior. I thought that Christopher Columbus didn't think the world was flat, and that was the whole reason why he tried to go and circumnavigate. Is the world flat? Look at Lisa Page's testimony before the Congress. Look at past scores. Look at thank you for the truth, Ty. Jeff Stewart, absolutely. It's pretty sad that folks here don't know what the IG report is. Go look it up. Show me, write it up, and have MRM send it to me because I can prove you that it's wrong. I don't even know what we're talking about. That's exactly why you need to do a channel with this stuff so others will learn to do their own research and ask questions. I hear you, atheists. It might be a good idea. That might be, like I said, it's something to think about. I'm super busy too. So, I mean, I get what you're saying though. I don't understand why people of color is cool, but colored people isn't. Not that I use the latter. That's before my time. Four leaf, I've never in my life heard any of that. I don't like to be called that at all because what person don't have color? I mean, unless you are clear and invisible walking around here, everybody is people of color. Somebody say MRM Columbus knew the world was round. Well, I'm not the one that said it. I thought Static was the one that said something about that. The deep state wants us to divide. We have to stop letting them do that. Oh, Tracy, it's going to happen because I think a lot of things like what I'm doing right now, I think if we keep on saying enough of our names, if that's why it's important for y'all to like give the videos and stuff like that a thumbs up and y'all try to share it as much because what it's going to do is going to cause other people that think like I do and talk like I do, be it black, white, or whatever, it end up causing us to all kind of, hey, okay, you're the one they're talking about. So now we can all come together and just probably bring some stuff. Seriously. Sorry, I mistyped. I mean, people around his time thought that, but it just shows how little detail was around back then. Well, I don't know. I actually never really looked into it. Maybe it is flat. Shoot. I can't believe nothing no more. I'm like blank. I'm blank minded on a lot of stuff, and I'll go and research that too. I'm going to research if ants really do what they do, if birds really build their own nest. I mean, I'm just kidding. Once you've been lied to, man, I'm questioning I'm questioning all. I'm sorry, I am. Glad to see good conversation has made a comeback, y'all. Absolutely. But I do know in a minute here, I'm going to be getting off and taking a break because I'm going to be bringing another subject back that we're all going to be talking about again. Because again, I know y'all know how I am. I'm unbiased with stuff. I love everybody, but people that look like me need to see more people that look like me pushing a positive message in the midst of stuff that's going out there that's trying to get us to divide. So yep. Yep. Yep, Deadwood. I know, man. I'm telling you, it blows it's gonna blow your mind. Why? That's what they say. Who freed the slaves? Abraham Lincoln. You go and read the real history of it, and you find out why or how that came to be, and it's like, okay, wait a minute now. Wait, whoa. So anyway, again, guys, I'm gonna take a break here. I need to get my generals. They need to take a senior nap. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm messing with them. I love them both. They know I do. Anyway, but while I'm taking the break here, folks, if I was you, you see this link I just put in right here? You really should go check this link out. You really should. Deadwood. Yep. That's how Deadwood signs out. Y'all hear me? So anyway, anyway, seriously, that link I put right there, I'm getting ready to take a break. We're going to come back and talk about another subject. Y'all going to see what the title is going to be when I do it, and we're going to go from there. But anyway, if y'all want to check that link out right there, it's called Out of Shadows. It will let you know about a whole bunch of stuff right there, okay? So anyway, lethal and non-lethal, I appreciate the work that y'all are doing in here. Hey, you wanted words that started with T. Oh, ha, ha, ha. And if y'all check that out, I will be bringing up another title that y'all are going to be seeing, and we're going to get into it, all right? And we will go from there. So I will see you guys. You're just going to see me when you see the title come up, all right? Mansi Anya Amebataya, Mebataya Sikayamo. Peace in the Middle East. I'm just playing.